believe the only time.
But you might be angry. Maybe you'd like this brown couch.
World peace. The only time that will be possible is if another planet tries to invade us. That's when. There's other planets. Now it's what? Not racism, but like planetism.
So you're saying Halo when Halo becomes reality.
When Halo becomes reality.
You know, if they give me Spartan armor and
sign up immediately.
I would sign up immediately.
just for the
for the
get
power
a plasma
armor.
sword.
Dude, if you could promise me Doomslayer power armor, Fallout power armor, Halo power armor, any power armor, shoot, even some of those Spider-Man armors, sign me up, man. I'm going for that. Give me any kind of cool power armor. Even if you just put that into your game, I'm signing up for it. Even the Ghost Runner power armor. Anything.
Give me a Morpher.
There you go. Yeah, that's interplanetary too. They dealt with aliens on the regular. That was from the 90s.
There we go.
There you go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Santiana gained a day away, Santiana. Napoleon up the west, they sail along the plains of Mexico.
I don't know lyrics.
We'll cut it off there. That's the first part.
What up? Welcome back to another episode of ShinoBroz.
Woo!
I'm Sly, and today we have a very special guest.
I am Wiz, also known on social media sphere as GameWiz10, GameWiz10 TTV, wherever you may find me, whether that be Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, or I think that's all I have right now. TikTok. Yes, the important one.
Very important.
They haven't been giving me as many views as I would prefer, so they're starting to flip
You
my
have
mind.
enough. Go back to Instagram.
Stop asking me to pay for my views, okay? I don't do that, but Instagram seems to love me a lot, so yeah. It's good to be here after all this time. Been a fan of the show.
Always.
Glad to have the reboot going on.
He's always been a part of it. He just never, because he lives so far away.
Yeah, only about 4 hours away.
4 hours is still 4 hours.
You know, the 4 hours that nobody wants to drive.
And with everyone's schedule and stuff, so it's hard.
You mean we're adults now?
Yep, that's how it is.
Ignore the paraphernalia around here. We're adults now.
I'm exhausted, so I'm sorry if I'm a little drained.
No, we're embracing this. All right, we're gonna power
party
through.
today, and happy birthday, Thrash.
Yes,
Sitting over there.
Thrash's,
out here.
Thrash's birthday.
I'm sunburned as all get out.
Oh, thank you. I get a kunai too. Hell yeah. I don't know how to use these ones.
I want to talk about starting us off since you've been on before.
Long time ago, not for the reboot.
Yeah, so the reboot, we have video, but before that was just me and Jericho. But you were in some of them when we did just audio, but that's wiped clean. You could still find some of our old ones. I don't know how to delete it. It's kind of upsetting, but it's fine. It'll be like a little treasure hunt for if this goes any bigger.
I actually like that because I liked some of the old episodes.
Yeah.
Whenever you told me you deleted them all, it made me real sad.
I didn't delete them.
You know what? Future will have them available for subscribers. You know,
Patreon.
yeah, it's their Patreon. No, we'll set up. We'll connect to nice
It's already
Discord.
free on the internet.
We'll hide them.
I can't. That's a thing.
It'll be we'll be like the vaulted content or something. You know, top tier Patreons have access to the vaulted original content.
I deleted it from our page.
This is nothing official. This is me just goofing around.
I still have all the stuff on like my hard drive and stuff, so it's not never really deleted.
Cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I might
but
even show my butt.
alright, you're here first.
But
Sign up for our Patreon. You can see Wade's butt.
sidetracked.
I mean,
How did we
In the first minute,
how did we meet? And
I think the first time we've met face to face was the beach trip.
there was a beach trip. So for viewers who don't know, originally how this group got together, and we even had a podcast filmed back then, was I really wanted a beach trip. So I reached out to Jericho and I was like, hey, let's set one up. invite anybody that you may know that you would like to have participate. And that was Sly, that was Wade, that was Thrash, Chris can make it, Samson came along. A lot of the people that have been parts of this show, whether it be in the past or the current reboots, and here we are today. And apparently they got along with me because I'm still here to this moment.
It's like our core friend group.
And if you guys are not familiar with me from the content that I've been producing lately, that seems to be pretty popular, very much thanks to anybody who's been enjoying that.
It's got a soothing voice, don't you guys? You need to sing like little like lullabies at night. This is Wiz.
This, ironically, not the first time I've heard that. But for those who don't know me, fun conversation points too. I was homeschooled from 4 years old all the way up to 18 years old. I then did 2 years of community college, 3 years at university, got myself a degree in computer science, and along with the content creation that I've been doing, also work as a software developer for an insurance company now, which has been a lot of fun and a dream come
don't
true.
give up too much information. Yeah, you're asking for stalkers. But
That's already information that you've had on your other social media, right?
I don't think I mentioned specifically. I didn't say where. I just said an insurance company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, y'all can still be scavengers out there.
we don't need no one hacking you again.
True.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
cut. No, but how do you feel about popping off on was it Twitter or not Twitter? TikTok first?
The first one was a TikTok post. So the first big video I had was a joke that I made about Fallout, where everybody was coming back to Fallout 4, and one of the gameplay factors of that is being able to build a community and houses, like almost like a Sims connected to it.
Yeah.
So I joked that so many people log on there with the intent of saving the Commonwealth, but then spend the entire time making pretty houses for the NPCs. Apparently I wasn't the only one who does that, because that's often how I spend my time playing that game, because that one initially got 500,000 views on TikTok, and then every video that I've been making I also reposted to YouTube Shorts and Instagram, and then some of the videos started popping off on Instagram. The biggest one that I had was I had played with one of our friends on Fortnite, and I had been streaming that on Twitch like all day, and we were getting wrecked for a while. Mm-hmm. One of the guys that wrecked us emoted on me and then sent me an invite to his party, and I can only assume for his more trash talking. I didn't join the party because doing that with somebody on stream, whether it be a child or somebody saying something inappropriate, is just a terrible idea.
Yeah.
So we finished off the day. I'm going to take a shower, and thought to myself, how could I use that? Oh yeah, that'd been a funny moment. Well, I'm glad he didn't trash talk me, because I'm used to Call of Duty trash talking. That was a whole different generation. And then I took that Terrifier clown meme from the horror movie where he's just like engages something and then gets shocked afterward and kind of smiles with it like, oh yeah, it's actually a good thing, and said, when the toxic Fortnite kid invites you to his party to trash talk, but you come from a different generation of gamers, and then flashed over to the Call of Duty lobbies. That one got 2.2 million views on TikTok and is up to 6.6 million views on Instagram, has been reposted by many pages, and even had Barstool Sports Gaming reach out to me to repost that video and credit me for it, which was amazing. I've now almost have 3,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm excited that a lot of people seem to be enjoying the content, and it seems to just keep growing because I enjoy making it.
I say once you go viral, it's kind of, and you can like keep up with it, maintain it, you'll keep growing. So how's the G Fuel sponsorship?
So
this man manifested. Yeah, he definitely manifested.
So I already liked G Fuel because, along with many other software developers, we're big time caffeine heads. So I started making little posts here and there and tagging G Fuel, and they tagged me a few times in return, until after that big 6.6 million views video came out that they texted me over Instagram messages and connected me to their Kale page. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kale is a side app where content creators and businesses kind of do partnerships and offer you abilities to make videos with them. So G Fuel specifically said, hey, here's our Kale page, go out there and start making these videos. I made one so far. It got only like 1,200 views, but that was some money back that I got for that, and still been growing more and more since then. I applied for their ambassador program, and let's both cross our fingers that that actually monetizes into something, you know, more worthwhile, and I get a nice 20% discount code to give you guys.
You made money.
I did make a little bit of money, nothing much.
But still making money.
It was thankfully just enough money to cover my CapCut subscription for at least 2 months. So, you know, it paid for itself in that regard, because I did also use CapCut in making that video. Hopefully here soon enough, I'll be teaming up with the rest of the members of ShinoBroz, and we'll have some really cool G Fuel advertisements or other video content.
We'll definitely have a lot of content coming. We have a lot of opportunities to shoot together,
and a lot of creative minds in this friend group that can put some very interesting things together in a very professional manner.
Yeah, as long as we're not all burnt out. I'm feeling burnt out, I'm not gonna lie.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You gave me lots of heavy carby foods, and I'm still here, so we'll power through. I have diabetes, by the way.
In case you didn't
Let
know,
the stalkers come with that. Yes, I also have diabetes. The genetic one, not the other one. Type 1.
What? Say, what's the other one?
So
Manufactured diabetes.
No, some people have it, type 2 diabetes genetically also. I'm not mocking anybody, but there are people, a lot of people that get type 2 diabetes is because of complications with their health, usually brought on by some kind of obesity or something like that, which can be from myriad of factors. I'm not judging anybody in that regard, but every single time type 1 diabetes comes around, the usually first thing they point to is genetic trait. In my case, we didn't have any genetic history in my family for type 1, so it was an anomaly, but if I can give you guys any hope in that regard, I don't have any things plugged into me. You can see nothing on my arms or anything. I just manage my carbohydrates and my insulin doses almost perfectly every day. I can cheat a little bit, had some pizza and cake today, totally fine, and just keep cranking it. My A1C, which is your average blood glucose, is right where it needs to be at all times, so the doctors say I'm good to go. And if you do want to have any of that hardware put on yourself, I think it's great. It's a great way to monitor all of those things. I don't like doing it because I also follow a very active lifestyle. I've been doing karate for about 8 years now, and other martial arts for several years beforehand. Having those kinds of things on me while I'm getting punched and kicked doesn't sound like a pleasantry, so I will skip on that. Which is a good way to pivot into another topic, because as many of our viewers know, you're a very, very big fan of Power Rangers, right?
Yes.
I was a very big fan growing up.
That's all mine. This is not even half of it.
Also ignoring that we're spinning kunai this whole time, but tell me a little bit about your fandom for Power Rangers, how that started and what that continued, because I definitely watched some growing up also.
I think my obsession with Power Rangers stemmed from I like color-coded stuff and the organization. So seeing, like, you know, Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, all that, the colors definitely fascinated me. But then I started watching, I'm like, oh, it's cool, you know, they morph and they fight. But I don't think I really got like when it first came out, what, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Yeah, Mighty Morphin was the first one
that we all watched, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's, you know, it's cool that you see these regular kids, teenagers, and they morph
teenagers
and fight.
with attitude.
Yeah. They morph and then they fight bad guys. Cool. I don't know, something cool about that. And then I didn't really get into like the storyline until like In Space.
In Space was very good.
In Space had a good storyline, and then
it kind of culminated all those original storylines too. That was it Hanna-Barbera or Hansaban? Well, the original company that did them, was it? No, it wasn't Hanna-Barbera. It was Hansaban. Was the original one?
Hansaban?
I'm pretty sure, because Hanna-Barbera would be like Yogi Bear, so I'm pretty confident it wasn't that. But yeah, it encompassed all of them because they're big spoilers from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Their big storyline ending was Zordon almost getting killed and them having.
They were gonna end the whole like franchise with in space.
Can you imagine if they actually did that? That would have been crazy.
But no, I just kept getting like each season after was like storyline. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. I really liked Ninja Storm because it was ninjas.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
that was the first time. I think it was a different company in charge of them overall, and they
that's when Disney took over. I
was
think.
it? I don't think it was Disney at first back then because
Disney took over when. What was before Ninja Storm? I think it was
Wild Force was before Ninja Storm.
I don't remember when Disney took over. I think it was Ninja Storm.
It may have been because
Pretty
I know
sure.
Nickelodeon has them
Disney
now, but I
marketed
don't remember if it was Disney beforehand. But
Disney
I do
marketed.
remember it was interesting because instead of starting with the 5 Rangers and then expecting that 6th one to come around, we had 3, and a guy was the Yellow Ranger. It was amazing. And that was a great Yellow Ranger.
Nickelodeon took over and it ruined it. Nickelodeon took over.
You hear
Power
that, Nick?
Rangers,
You'll never be our
and
sponsor.
They just butchered Power Rangers storyline, everything, and they made like Power Rangers always been corny,
Yeah.
but they made it cringy. Like it's so bad. I hate it. I hate when kids are like, "I love Power Rangers Samurai." Shut up.
you don't get to enjoy Power Rangers Samurai,
here's another
children.
thing.
How dare you?
Here's another thing in Power Rangers Samurai. How dare you use a white man for the Red Ranger in Power Rangers Samurai?
Clip it.
I'm just saying. You're gonna use a white man, Caucasian as fuck,
Hi there.
to be. No offense. No offense to my Caucasian brothers. I'm on numbers right now. But I'm just saying. And they named him. He gave him some Japanese name too. I'm like, this dude is white as snow, and you are going to make him the lead ranger in an Asian themed season. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give him that. But then they kind of redeemed themselves with Dino Charge.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The franchise itself is kind of like.
So I would definitely say that my interest in the franchise as a whole, Power Rangers, left a long time ago. Like, it didn't really follow me past much of my youth. But when I was younger, because I'm this old, we would actually go to like Blockbuster or Movie Time, whatever was around, and we get the Power Rangers VHSs and get the movie and all that. And I had my own copy of the movie that I adored. Remember, they had the really plasticky armor and we're like flying through the air and all that, but it was a lot of fun. And to me, I think a big note around me was all these characters were essentially superheroes, and they were all really good martial artists. And then there was a lot of other big martial arts things going on at that time. Like when I was growing up, you had the Batman animated series, Batman Beyond, you had Jackie Chan Adventures. My dad was really into martial arts, so it was kind of just all around me. So maybe it was just me, or maybe it was a good influence by Power Rangers, but I always wanted to do martial arts. So when I eventually got the opportunity to do it, I was like, heck yeah.
I will say, all the, like, back then when they were casting for Power Rangers, they would just cast, like, good actors. But nowadays, they're casting for Power Ranger actors, they have to do, like, their own stunts and stuff. And I think that's pretty cool.
Well, didn't, I know Jason David Frank was an accomplished martial artist.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger, he was also a very good martial artist. Because wasn't that a controversy between those two?
Yeah, they did not see eye to eye. It was two alphas, is what they were saying, because they were always headbutting each other.
Yeah.
And then
they had a great fight scene in one of those episodes, though.
Yeah, but no. Something else I was gonna say, but I forgot it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Going back to like animated, I would like to see an animated Power Ranger series. I feel like they could do a lot with animation, especially if they take from like the comics.
Yeah, I would love to see like
The comics are so good.
What was it, like where Tommy became Lord Drekken?
Yeah.
That would be a fantastic, more mature focused anime style. They could definitely do like a Netflix series or something, but then you'd need like Nickelodeon and Netflix doing some crossover.
I think they should stop trying to, like, the live action Power Rangers is mostly for nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
Like seeing them in their suits and fighting, and then the sparks fly, blah, whatever. Cool. But if you do animation, there's a lot more you can do, because with real life, you have to rely on the actors,
Yeah.
and wouldn't that cost more money? I feel like.
You're asking the wrong guy, but one would certainly.
I'm just saying, you
assume.
could do a lot with animation and just, do what like Marvel and DC is doing. Just
No.
go-
We need something new to be completely
No,
new.
I want to see the animation for the comics for Power Rangers, because
Okay.
that stuff's
Oh,
crazy.
so you mean like doing something like Across the Spider-Verse, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. The Shattered Grid.
Yeah. Both of us, we've done some gaming content too. What do you think about the prospect of, say, like Fortnite incorporating Power Rangers, or maybe some of the other Power Ranger games that have come out in recent time? Because I will personally say, Power Ranger games that I played in the past were awful. That one fighting game they came out with, I can't remember what it was called. Wasn't too bad. It was basically
Battlefield
Marvel.
Grid or something.
Yeah, it was basically Marvel versus Capcom, but with Power Rangers. That one wasn't bad, but everything else I've played would be awful. How do you feel about those games?
Have you ever played Power Rangers Legends?
I have not.
I
Was it
feel
good?
I feel like that's the only good. It was kind of like, because it had a bunch of different Power Rangers from the series, and they're all going through like multiverse kind of thing. Remember Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions?
Yes.
Something kind of like that.
Huh. Okay.
But no, it's probably the only good Power Ranger game I can think of, and like if you try to go find it now, it's a lot. It's like a lot. But
Now, if they had Power Rangers in Fortnite,
no,
we do
Power
a
Rangers-
co-stream.
See, I'm tired of Fortnite, spending money on Fortnite. I refuse to spend money on Fortnite.
You need one skin. There's one skin that looks just like you.
If Power Rangers comes out on Fortnite, I will spend money on it.
What if it's a battle
not
pass that
gonna
you have
like
to
it.
grind for? What if
I will hate myself.
What if it's a Power Ranger battle pass and like the max tier skin is Green Ranger Tommy?
I'll do it, but I'm not gonna like it.
This man's grinding levels.
I'll pay someone to do it for you.
You didn't hear that, Epic? No, it's fine.
I just hate spending money on skins, because you know what? They're not real. That's my issue.
It's whatever enjoyment you get out of it, because thankfully it is, thank you, a free game.
I'm
On
fidgety, okay?
that note too, one of the more popular videos that I actually did recently was a clip from one of my streams where, during the more controversial current season that we have, Wrecked, at the beginning somebody was hijacking my car as I was doing a 1v1, and then I didn't want to destroy the car because it was one of the boss ones. We eventually wound up essentially teaming up, actually won the game, and at the end they gave me a hug and then went into the storm to give me the win. I found it very heartwarming, and I didn't even actually realize that that would be considered teaming, or that was a very big controversial thing. And although that video has become very, very popular, it's got several 100,000 views also, there has definitely been a controversy in the comments of people saying that I should be banned or warned, or that was teaming. How do you feel about that in particular? And then how do you also feel about some of the reactions on social media to things like that? Because I certainly put it out there to be heartwarming. But, as a growing audience gets out there, you're going to have these varied opinions. And, how have you had some responses to your content in the same way?
Council?
It's happened to me before.
I think I was with you the once.
I
Maybe.
don't know. You weren't with me. No, I was playing solos.
Oh, okay.
And Mothman teamed up with me.
Okay.
And then it was like a couple seasons ago or whatever, and he came up, we did the hug emoji.
Emoji.
He hugged me, and then we both got in the car together and went around, and we were just blasting,
Yeah.
basically playing.
It wasn't our
duos.
play, it was AI.
Yeah.
Basically, probably.
I'm kidding.
By the way, playing duos in a solos match.
Yeah.
And except for it was kind of the same as what you're saying, just without the guns on the cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And the only difference is at the end, it was just us two remaining, and the storm was kind of moving around. We dropped all of our weapons on the ground, and we just pickaxed each other, and then whoever won.
You should have
I had a
hugged.
similar scenario. So remember the Avatar mythics?
Yes.
Everybody was running the damn airbender. No one stopped.
The water bending?
No, the airbender.
The airbending.
The airbending. No one stopped. No one wanted to stop.
Oh, I know what you're talking
And
about.
they just kept
so like
rolling.
they're
I
using
think there
his
was, like, maybe
movement.
15 people, and I honestly don't remember the end game. I was just laughing the entire time and trying not to die.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I think some that like
I think
there's
because
more-
it was organic, it's not. And plus, you were live streaming. It wasn't like you were like. Were you like streaming?
it wasn't even
Well-
competitive. It was a casual, and I did try to kill the person at first, but there was just hit a point where it's like, oh, I don't want to lose this car, and then it was either blow up this car and be surrounded by like 8 other people, or use the turret that I'm already in and start shooting these people and just let this person have the car. And then after that happened a couple of moments, we were just like, okay, we're friends now.
Do you remember the gamer tag?
I wish. I feel so bad that I didn't add the person.
It's
It's
live.
okay.
You can go back.
I need to. It was so long ago. I don't know if that.
I think it's on
Well, you
your
have
clip.
clips of it,
On
don't
your
you?
clip, yeah.
Pretty sure it's on your clip.
Then I'll have to go and look because
But,
I will find you and I will add you and we will run a duo. Either that or
Internet, do your thing.
internet. Do your thing.
Look up GamerWiz and find that video and then find that person and
Yeah.
then reunite them. Have them on the podcast.
But that would be interesting. Interesting
Or her.
guest
We
to
don't
have.
know.
Who or whatever they
them.
then he she it identifies as. But with that also, because I was curious how you felt about some of the reactions to it, because I definitely made that video to be a more wholesome one because that's how I felt about it, but there was a negative reaction to it from some people, but a
So,
primarily positive one. How have
here's
you
what
had yours come across also?
You don't have to say anything. Let the comment section do it. Like, because obviously there's going to be 2 sides to everything.
Yeah.
The moment you say something, that becomes like solid. So like if you go apologizing, it's already like, oh no, he knew he did bad, you know. I just let it happen because
Plus, people in the comments can say whatever in the hell they want to say. The only ones you have to worry about is actual like Epic or whatever saying anything.
Thankfully, Epic didn't give me any issues because I'm still very much in the case of I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. It felt fine, and they also changed it in a modern way. Like currently now, if somebody hijacks your car, you can't use the turret. At that time, they still allowed it, so it could happen. It was very early on in the season, but regardless, yeah, Epic didn't give me anything, but I got a few negative comments in that regard while I was still aiming to be positive, and I know you've gotten some negative comments, or at least things that could be perceived as negative from the podcast or some of your clips. How do you feel about those? Like, if you get negative comments across your clips or any of your created content, does that bother you at all, or do you kind of just egg it on, or do you just like let it fly?
fuck them. No, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. People,
Sounded
the
like
internet's
bothered
not a
him.
real place.
You're saying say it to my face and don't say
So it depends on what they say.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I like being witty. So if I know some funny shit to clap back with, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to stir a pot, especially if I'm bored. I'll do it. I got the time, bitches. But no, when it gets too like I don't like spread negativity, obviously.
Exactly.
So I usually I don't care, or if it's something really rude or racist, I'll delete it. I don't care about your feelings. I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So
So like within reason.
within
essentially.
reason, if it's something like stupid, like obviously they're trying to just like be funny, I'll entertain it. I'll say something
Yeah.
dumb back. But if they're trying to like actually be hurtful, maybe I'll type like, did your dad not hug you enough? It is
Yeah.
what it is. Usually, people who do say stupid stuff, it's usually because, they probably hate their own lives. So
Yeah. Or
I don't want to be the reason to be their last straw. So
or they just want some attention or something.
Yeah.
I know that
especially if you have a little clout,
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little, very little, very little. I'm not important.
don't entertain it.
I know that video that I posted that blew up so much, the 6.6 million view one. when that was first coming around, some of the first comments were all negative, just telling me how cringy it was or how dumb Fortnite was and whatnot. And I'd give them a like, I'd give them a reply. I didn't care because to me, it would just cruise on.
First off,
but
you're on TikTok.
No, that was actually on Instagram.
Is
But
it?
it was a TikTok video that I put on Instagram.
But either way, I
mean,
feel
it was
like all the
originally
reels
formatted
are
for
now
TikTok.
like, if you're being cringy, people still watch it.
Oh yeah.
It's like-
I mean, I think cringe also is a very subjective
Some
thing.
people build their brand off being cringe or being annoying or being just
Looking at you, annoying
dumb.
orange.
yeah, just.
That's a
There's some very stupid. We make some very stupid people famous. Okay,
Yeah. Yes.
I have no hope. if stupid people can be famous,
That's why.
why
guys
can't you
need-
be a little cringe?
Yeah.
You guys need to teach me TikTok so I can get that stupid famous.
Yeah.
We got you. We got you. The only time that ever personally worried me was a video that I did recently with some of my friends. Shout out all of my cosplaying friends out there. You know who you are.
Wait, it's you.
Yeah,
technically
I went
cosplay.
to a. They were visiting my apartment, and we went to a nearby cosplay convention. And one of them competes. The other one was just having fun. And two of the friends of theirs and mine that I did a video with had won multiple competitions and got plenty of attention over their cosplays. So I was like, yes, let's do an easy video together. I was just wearing a Spirit Halloween costume. Respect to the cosplayers. I don't have the dedication to do it. But it was great. It was Naruto also.
The basic Joni.
Yeah. So we did a video where it was that trendy one where the two people or whoever walk carelessly through the con, and then you have your scary dogs behind them. I'm not that scary, I know, but we did the video anyway, and it got a fair amount of attention, but practically all the comments that were coming across Instagram in which I collaborated with them to also share the attention with them were very, very negative, and they cared more about it than I did, and were actually a little bit more upset about them and texted me about them, like, oh yeah, these people were mean, or they didn't really seem to appreciate it. And to me, for one, it was interaction, so it didn't bother me at all. And we got like 9,000 views off of it, several hundred likes, and we got like 6 negative comments. To me, I still consider it a win. But I think it at least annoyed one of them, because one of the people I collaborated with actually removed themselves as a collaboration on that video. I haven't heard from that person since, so if you are upset, I do apologize.
Wait. Why?
I don't know why, because I haven't heard from them again
They
in
agreed
response
to
initially. But perhaps they didn't like the way that it
you
turned
clout
out.
chasing bitch.
He said it.
Only when it's convenient for you, and if video didn't work, yeah, fuck you.
Don't burn his bridges.
Yeah, no. I
kidding.
respect it
I'm
because
kidding.
I'm sure they have content that they're creating and get plenty of views off of it. They don't have any content that was similar to mine nor may attract my audience. So perhaps they just didn't want all of that attention from that, which, it's fine. They've got their own thing that they're trying to build. If they don't want to be associated, that's fine. I just hope that they weren't offended by it. But I agree very much. I very much agree with, well, I probably didn't frame it as best possible, so sorry. But I do agree with your sentiment is that, and Wade also, we don't have control over what people are going to comment, and it's oftentimes not worth worrying about what's actually going behind the scenes with them, because we don't know if they're actually truly angry, upset, looking for attention, or just messing around.
trolls.
Because it's very easy to create an account for social media and then just say cringe to every video you see just to see if you get any reaction. I mean, sounds like a goofy time regardless.
Hey man, I make dancing videos, so
You make good dancing videos. Prop yourself up, Nat King.
The depends on who you ask.
At least
Yeah.
for your all-white audience
For your all white audience.
Yeah, it's better than
in this room.
Yeah, I can't dance at all. I can do some karate pretty well, but I cannot dance at all. Yeah.
My content.
Might be a video you guys see in the future also is at least a montage of training them in some official karate, because I am officially allowed to teach adults. Yeah, no, I am. It actually is a license. Yeah, that'd be fun in the future. How do you feel about like the content that you've put out there though, in general though, regardless of any of the responses? Are you happy with everything that you've created?
See, yes, for the most part. I won't say perfectionist, because sometimes I'm just tired of editing, because I'm one of those people that will watch everything I edit over and over again until I'm like, okay, this is fine, then I post it. I realize I can't do that anymore, so because I don't have the time. So
Watches it in triple speed.
yeah, well, most of my content is dancing. I like to do dancing videos.
Yeah.
Dancing for me, I just like the sequence and to be able to edit, and you know, when I hit a move on beat, it just, I don't know, it's like satisfying to me.
Yeah.
So I enjoy what I put out, but that's just me. I don't really care for what everyone else thinks, because I just do it for me.
It's a form of expression, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially like most of my time is either dance content or podcasts, so I don't really do much of anything else. Me and Jericho used to do skits back in our college days, but other than that, I don't really. I feel like skits take too much time.
Yeah.
It is too much time. Where.
So like fully acted out ones, or like just kind of modern day short form ones where you can kind of just infer.
You have to write it. We have to angle it.
Oh, he's actually writing his content.
All
I'm
that
just freeforming.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work
You
for
usually
skit.
need more people
Yeah.
than who's just on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
With it.
I would like to have more dancers, but only Samson is the only one that really dances.
Don't look at me. It's not
So,
gonna happen.
I
I can
would like
try,
to do,
but I'm stiff,
I would like
man.
to try to do formations and sequences, but I would like to do my own dances. But you know, time. So all I'm gonna do is just the trendy challenge and TikTok dances for now.
Yeah, that's one of the struggles about becoming the adults that we are now, because we're starting to get some pain in our lower backs, is the time constraints of everything, and balancing that with your passions and expressions also, because that was actually something my mother was texting me recently from, because I sent her my 4th of July video where, in case you guys didn't see, I think it was very funny, I Stone Cold Steve Austin some Coca-Colas, but she thought it was also very funny and was saying that it was clearly a good form of expression that I was having, and that it's nothing truly negative.
Here's the
So
thing.
I definitely enjoy it also.
Here's the thing, like you said, it's a form of expression. So people who shit on it, fuck them.
He's
Because-
cussing a lot this podcast.
I'm tired. I got no filter right now, okay? I'm exhausted. I'm gonna let this shit fly. But freedom of expression, okay?
Yeah.
If you're gonna shit on it, here's the thing with people who shit on other people. What are you doing with your life? Fuck you, okay? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But
Do you need a Snickers bar, Sly? You're not yourself when you're hungry.
I'm a little dehydrated. So well, I'm just saying.
I ate all the Snickers.
It's our freedom of expression. Here's the thing. We're adults now, right? Our
Yes.
time is valuable. We don't know how much time we have left. So
Well, no.
I'm not going to be dull, all right? And with the social norms, fuck that, okay? I'm going to feed my soul, whether you like it or not. I don't care. I'm doing it for me. You want to leave a hate comment? Fine. So be it. But you know what? For you to do what you want to do and do what you like, you're inspiring other people. We're in touch tips. You're inspiring. You're inspiring other people. You know, people laugh at your content. People see your content and they like it. Give it thumbs, like, comment, share, whatever. You're inspiring people. You're spreading positivity. All right. So people who shit on other people for doing what they like, fuck you. Now, if it's like cringe or like stupid or dumb famous people shit, they should be bullied, in my opinion.
Oh God.
Jojo Siwa, I'm looking at you. But other than that,
You're making us so many enemies this podcast.
I don't care. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. I'm like, I like to make an apology. No, this is who I am. You don't like it? Fuck you. I don't care. I'm sure someone else will like me. There's 8 billion people in this world. All right, one of y'all will like me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get all my social media canceled. But next time.
Hey, whoa now. First time on here, don't get me canceled. No, I'd say that's.
You're not getting canceled. I'm getting canceled.
You get divided.
Yeah. No, I do share the sentiment that too of what I post. I always try to aim towards something positive. There is a lot of content out there that I think focuses on controversy, politics, and anything negative. If that's what you want to make, if that's your expression, go ahead and do it. I think there's enough of that out there, and I think that a lot of the content, especially in short form, will give you a negative response, even if you just pass by it within like 5 to 10 seconds. Every video that I put out there, whether it be cringe or otherwise, I want to have some kind of positive feedback afterward. I want you to go to the next video and at least have an internal, if not external, smile on yourself before you go on to the next thing. So, for instance, recent game controversy that we had was where Sony was requiring logins for Helldivers 2. Every short form video creator out there, as well as long form ones, were making videos mocking it, laughing about it, being angry with Sony one way or another, and that would have been an easy video to make. I chose to completely steer clear of that because I didn't want to focus on it. No matter what, it was a terrible situation that there was no way that you would be happy with. So I just made my own little skits and memes, and it seems to be working out in a good way.
Why can't we all just love each other?
I mean,
kind of just said fuck everybody. No, but like, yeah, politics and shit.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly.
it's a good divider. If you want to argue, talk about politics.
It's good. It's a pretty good way to make easy clips. It's a good way to make easy clips.
But here's the
rage baiting is a easy.
I mean,
method.
obviously, do your own research. People don't do their own research. All right, there's 50. What was it? Was a statistic? I think it was like 50% of adults in America aren't illiterate.
Aren't illiterate. That means they can read. 50% of Americans can read.
But that's 50%.
These facts are not fact checked.
Illiterate. There we go. Listen, second language. Anyways, but that's terrifying. A lot of people don't know. They don't. Have
I can't read.
They don't have critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It is. So yeah, I'm steer clear of that stuff.
So I urge everybody to please do your own research.
Yes.
But
inform your own opinions.
Yeah, but also
call me cringe if you want. That's fine.
Have fun. Don't shit on other people.
You can shit on me if you want. It didn't bother me. Carry on. Don't shit on my friends, but you can do whatever.
Whoa now. Whoa. To get dumped on.
No.
He likes the moves with Brown in the name.
No. No. Yeah.
GameWiz, everybody.
No.
Boy, your handwriting like chicken scratch.
Yeah. I was.
Is that an education segue?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Here's an education segue.
No, I was curious about that. So
you were right. You look like chicken scratch, Thrash. I don't know what to tell you. What kind of scratch? Give me. Let me show the camera. Let me show you the camera. Your chicken scratch.
He's trying to get.
He's over here trying to get us a segue.
Yeah, this is your transition.
Okay, so our transition. It is fair. Free time, positivity, and all of that. So I am a little bit further in age than some people when they graduated, but I had definitely some hard roads come along the way and did only graduate with my degree at the end of last year. Word on the street is you're also thinking about going back to college. Kind of know that's a big time constraint, but that's some positivity that you need.
Things on a DL. So I might tell people my business. But yeah, I am.
Good for you.
Going back. We'll see how it goes. I might drop out again. We'll see.
No, well, at the very least,
Two-time dropout, baby.
Two-time dropout.
I did it once. Let's go.
Yeah, failures.
I went back though to be paid.
I would say that, especially depending on what you do, and definitely what I experienced in there, is it is a time constraint, and that it's not always easy to stay positive when you're going through all of that, whether it be deadlines, expectations for yourself, or what you're learning in general sometimes. But I think something that you do have going for you right now is that you have all of your lovely friends, myself, Wade, Thrash, and everybody else included, that are here to support you and keep you positive in those moments that might get pretty dark.
What does this just turn into? When does this become a more support pep talk for me?
Positivity.
Why is this always happening to me?
Sometimes during college, you just need your emotional support.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes.
Fuck now, I want to party.
No, I'm just making that point that
I appreciate it.
that we need more positivity in this world. I think that's my greatest focus there, and that if my cringy dumb self can somehow get a computer science degree, then I think any one of you and anybody else can still pursue whatever education or dreams you may want, whether that be in or outside of college.
It's never too late to go back.
Exactly.
There was the last graduation I went to.
Older.
There was a 68-year-old that graduated, got their, I want to say, associates.
Yeah.
So it's never too late.
Also,
You just have to have the dedication and motivation to do it.
exactly. And chase after your certifications. If there's something that you're interested in, you can just get a certification for it. By all means, go for it.
I got plans.
You got plans?
I got plans. What was it?
Plans.
You can have sight but no vision. Bars. Bars. You can have sight but no vision. I got a vision.
I listen to heavy metal. I'm not going to be able to be that poetic with my lyrics.
But yeah, no. I'm just, sharpening my blades. Because gotta have a tool for everything.
Yeah.
And, if plan A doesn't work out, I always have a plan B.
It is necessary.
That's life. Plan A usually never works out. So, you guys gotta have plan B, C, all that. Just in case.
Yeah.
You have to have a vision.
Speaking of, do you have anything that you may want to tell the audience that we might be working on in the future, whether it be collaborative or otherwise? Anything that the audience of ShinoBroz can look forward to? Oh, I just put him on the spot, didn't I? Okay, I'll tell you guys what I have in mind for some collaboration in the future. I mentioned I would love to use some of my credentials, teach them martial arts. I don't want to record an entire session, but I think maybe 30-second clip or something showing them some moves or demonstrations would be pretty cool. They will be visiting me soon enough later this month, so we'll probably do another podcast then, be in a different environment. You guys can see us adapt to setup. Probably will do some collaborative content for gaming, especially if Fortnite ever does release Power Rangers content, or if they ever want to be brave enough to join me on one of my Elden Ring streams. I'm sure Sly would love to jump in there, having never played any Souls-like game before.
I would do more gaming stuff if I had the time. And right now I don't have a really good setup, but I always want to do gaming stuff. Yet. I hate playing scary games, but I know I give the best reactions.
I don't.
That's what the people want. But that's later down the road. As far as ShinoBroz, this is just right now all we have is the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We'll branch out to more things eventually, but I would like to do we could do reaction videos.
You guys had a good one in the past, yeah.
Challenges, anything really.
Making the diabetic eat a whole cake. Does he survive?
We gotta get a lawyer on that one. We gotta get you this kind of waiver, just in case. But especially when
the scene in Matilda.
Oh God!
It's the whole cake.
And the entire confection.
But when we all
shouts out to my millennials that watch that video, the original, not the musical.
We all travel a lot together, so
we do.
Every time we do a trip, I like to make a vlog out of that. That's more content. Yeah. But as for ShinoBroz, we've been consistent with the content every Sunday, new episode podcast. I've been slowing down the reels because
It's only been like 3 days. It's not too bad.
yeah, I'm starting to think like reels. I'll workshop it. But yeah, that's me personally. I just post whatever I want whenever I want on my personal stuff. Usually dance, maybe some pretty pictures.
I've seen a lot of advertisements with my content creation trying to get me to use AI to make videos easier or batch create them. Do you
Don't do it.
how do you feel about AI potentially making that
AI
easier?
has become a crutch for creatives, and it's become yes. Wait has his hand up.
I was gonna say AI as a tool, cool. That you can like cut down on time that usually takes like a lot. You know, if you can use AI to do something in like 10 seconds that used to take like 5 minutes or something like that.
Or hours.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
Using AI to replace like if you do AI to edit like an entire section of a video or something like that, then you're kind of taking the heart out of
Yeah.
it.
I like this. It's like notes from the editors in the background. Yeah, I haven't used any myself either. The only bit of AI that I have used was because I'm no artist, is creating thumbnails for my videos for YouTube, because I like to have creative thumbnails, and it's just been something as simple as like my streamer character is like a red and black cyber ninja, so I say red and black cyber ninja in whatever game it may be, Rocket League, or currently it's only Elden Ring, but something like that. And they're not great, but they're good enough for a quickie thumbnail. But I know there's a lot of controversy about even that, because to get the databases or collection of art
It's
to
taken
create,
from real artists.
it's taken from real artists.
Whereas you can also, because another argument point is that you could have paid a real artist to draw something up for you, which our ShinoBroz logo was made by a real artist.
Shouts out.
Shout out to Lucille. But
Yes. Yeah. For me,
I try to. I won't use AI for any art
the
stuff.
masks.
What?
Note the masks.
Yeah. So like our
Branding.
logo, that's from real artists. Our thumbnails, I make those. So yeah,
Shouts out.
no AI has been used yet. we'll see if it helps on editing, maybe. But as far as using AI to create, I am kind of against that.
Do you think that people in the future that don't share our sentiment and that might use things like Dolly or AI videos or even AI podcasts or personalities, whether
Dude,
they be
AI 's
social media,
AI is getting scary.
do you think that people are ever going to hit a point where they may prefer that to, say, this podcast? Do you think that a podcast of maybe two AIs talking would be more popular than this?
Probably, honestly.
No
would be
negativity,
interested.
remember.
I'd be interested in hearing two AIs talk, which is
I would too.
terrifying.
But do you think it would have the staying power?
I think everything dies. Everything has their little hype train, and then it dies out after a while. So, you got something to say, Thresh? Shaking your head over there.
I disagree. I listen to Gary Vee a lot, and bro is like convinced AI is like the next thing.
Who's
Like,
Gary Vee?
Gary Vee. So for the listeners at home, Gary Vee is like
Shouts
the
out to Gary Vee.
the dude in social media. Like,
Big
you got
dude social
any
media.
questions about social media? Look up Gary Vee, a 20-minute video. You'll be like, where did all these fucking other questions that I had no clue about social media come up? And you're just like constantly learning from this guy. And he talks about AI a lot. And I mean, he's like convinced.
Is AI interesting? Yes, but it's also very scary. It's in very scary territory, because I've been hearing songs made by AI and it sounds legit. I want to say it sounds so legit that you can replace if these artists die, AI will replace it immediately. It could happen.
I think that it's a good tool, as Wade notes from editors mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But I agree that I don't think it's going to replace the humanity or what we prefer, because without us, those things are never going to progress or
I don't know, man. I've seen Terminator.
existent. Even then, and I'm saying that from the software developer side, because even from what I've seen in the company, there are moments where you can actually reach out and get not certification, but be allowed to use AI for certain parts of your code if you're like really stuck on something. Most of the time it's not helpful. That's probably just the case today. But we also all know that if, as software developers, we're not constantly trying new things, inventing new theories, and working on new technologies, that the AI is also never going to progress with us. And I think that appreciation for the human element is never going to disappear. So even if there was a quick burst about a podcast of two AIs talking to each other, I think that novelty would lose itself pretty quickly, and that people would still want to come back to things like this or any other kind of popular podcast that you guys enjoy.
Then will you be just a nostalgia?
We would be the nostalgia, but we also, in my opinion, would be the staying force.
What do you think about, could there be like an Ultron situation where the AI becomes sentient and like goes into like the interwebs? And is that a possibility?
I personally don't think so, because every single person working on these AIs are nerds that watch all of those things and will probably work on those fail safes. Let alone,
But it just takes one.
it would just take one, and there are those people out there that want to watch the world burn. It's not gonna happen.
What's
There's gonna
the
be fail
scariest thing?
safes. Scariest thing that could happen.
If an AI gets sentient and just it's released, what's the scariest thing that you think could happen?
Misinformation.
It's
I think that would be the easiest
That's
thing.
already happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's already happening. Yeah.
I think that would be the easiest thing to ruin a society with is, and this is gonna make me sound maniacal as hell. You want to do as little work as possible. If you can figure out how to have a society tear itself apart on its own by bombarding it with misinformation and targeted advertisements and politics and not fact checking yourself,
People are dumb.
it's a pretty easy thing to do. That being said, I am a newer software developer. I am not deep in the world of AI. I highly recommend that you listen to somebody smarter than me, such as Lex Friedman podcast, if you ever want to get me on there too.
I think Thresh wants to say
Sorry, this is a
something.
great segue time.
But
Neil deGrasse
notes from the
Tyson,
editor,
if you guys have ever listened to him,
astrophysicist.
So I just saw TikTok today. He says by 2050, scientists are predicting that if we get over the hump of like AI being sentient and stuff, scientists are predicting that it will be like how they want it to be, more of a tool than a crutch. I'm explaining that horribly. There's a TikTok about it. So the smart people, I put that out of in the atmosphere to say the smart people of the world are totally fucking aware, and I don't think we should be worried.
Yeah, I don't think that we're ever going to have the AI apocalypse be something like Terminator or
Launches all
Ultron
the
or something like that. No, that's never going to happen. The only thing we really have to worry about is
other people,
and I would say its effect on people in general, like whether it be misinformation or the content that it creates, such as inappropriate content, especially involving other people.
Do you believe there will be ever a time that we'll have world peace?
I mean, if there's two people left in the world, sure.
I'm gonna say I don't think it's possible. Too many personalities. Too many different ways of thinking.
If you can ever get to I would say that there's a difference between saying world peace, and then also being at a point where we're not killing each other. I think that we could potentially get to a point where we're not killing each other, but there's always going to be differences of opinions, and if there wasn't differences of opinions,
Can we all be
then
the same?
we would all be the same and there would be no progress made. If you're saying, hey, I like this couch brown, and I say, hey, I think it'd be good leather, you might be right or I might be right. But if I never went out and then tried a leather couch to see if I preferred it, and then it actually turned out to be better, we would never know.
Mm-hmm.
So it could also apply to anything, whether it be inventing or progression or politics or division anyway.
I believe the only time
But you
there'll
might be
be
angry. Maybe you'd like this brown couch.
world peace, the only time that will be possible, is if another planet tries to invade us. That's when there's
so
other
if you're-
planets. Now it's what? Not racism, but like planetism.
So you're saying Halo, when Halo
Yeah,
becomes
there we go.
reality.
When
Okay.
Halo becomes reality.
You know, if they give me Spartan armor and
You
Spartan,
sign up immediately.
I would sign up immediately.
just for the
Just for
do I
the
get a
power
plasma
armor.
sword?
Brett, dude, if you could promise me Doomslayer power armor, Fallout power armor, Halo power armor, any power armor, shoot, even some of those Spider-Man armors, sign me up, man. I'm going for that. Give me any kind of cool power armor. Even if you just put that into your game, I'm signing up for it. Even the Ghost Runner power armor.
Give me a
Anything.
morpher.
There you go. Yeah,
There you
that's interplanetary too. They
There you
dealt with
go.
aliens on the regular. That was from the 90s.
There we go.
There you go.
I've never played, and maybe you have,
I probably have. I'm a nerd.
but my friend plays Mass Effect, and I'm
I
pretty
played
sure
Mass
that
Effect.
is exactly the storyline of Mass Effect. Is just that Earth as a planet
Yeah.
is like now in like this council of like other
So,
planetary beings.
I will say it's probably been a decade, if not more, since I played Mass Effect, so I don't remember it that well. That might be right.
Because I think
In
she
either
told me
case, I and everybody else would probably check out Mass Effect, and especially the original 3. Or at the
Yeah.
very least, watch the stories on YouTube. But yes, good art style and moments in gaming history there.
apparently there's some aliens that are racist against humans,
Oh yeah, of course.
and they think that we're like unintelligent, like little worm beings.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
We're on the food chain of intelligence.
All right, we're gonna end it on there.
Aliens.
Uh,
You sure you're good to end it
yeah,
there?
good.
You
Good,
need
good.
some more water?
no, I'm good. Yeah. Thanks for watching. People probably stopping by because I'm gonna milk Wiz's gamer tag.
Yeah.
We're gonna milk this for content views.
It's Patreon.
Yeah.
Gonna milk Wiz.
That came out wrong. I should have worded that differently.
Yeah.
But now we're next.
GameWiz10.
Exploit
Twitch
them for
TV.
views.
GameWiz10 TTV. Just search GameWiz10 on practically any socials. You'll probably find some of my more viral videos. I post almost every single day. There's bound to be something I'll create along the way that you'll enjoy. If not, leave me a comment and let me know why.
Yeah, and Wiz is part of this group. He shows up
Anytime
whenever
I can.
we have time. But everyone that's new watches probably here for him. Now you got to know more about him and all that jazz. And if I
They
offended
like you too.
if I offended you, go cry about it. I'm kidding. I'm a jokester, right? I'm witty. I got a mouth on me. It's all fun. Okay.
There's far more offensive podcasts out there.
Please don't leave mean comments. I cry. I bruise like a summer peach.
I'm gonna make an AI to
okay.
leave you mean comments.
No. No, thanks for watching our podcast. Leave a comment what you want to hear us talk about next. Who do you want to see interact? Because now we have quite a roster. So I know there's people that haven't been on yet. Look at you, Thrash. And people that have been on, if you want to see mixed match personalities, the comments are open. Let us hear what you want to see, what you want to hear us talk about. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, ShinoBroz. If you want to follow me personally, SillySly07. I just do dancing videos, so if you're into that. Anything else, Wiz?
Stay positive. Check facts.
Yep. Hit here if you're watching on YouTube, hit here to subscribe. And then one of our videos is over here. One of our videos over here. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Click. Give us views. Share. Like. Do the thing. Right. Get 5 guys.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna get 5 guys. Bye. Peace.